How many of you know Mel Gibson, or you've seen the movie Passion of the Christ? Remember Passion of the Christ? He directed it. How many saw Passion of the Christ? Well, Mel Gibson recently was in Austin, Texas, and Natalie and Lance, they went there because Lance is a soccer coach of a very elite university in San Antonio, Texas, and he took his soccer team to Austin to play. So when they'd finished their game, the next morning, Natalie and Lance decided they were going to go for breakfast at a very smart hotel. So they went to a hotel called the Four Seasons, and they went for breakfast. As they were sitting down with their little baby girl, they were just enjoying their breakfast. You will not believe who came and sat at their table. Mel Gibson. And so Natalie took the opportunity to make a stand. She said, Mel, I want to thank you so much for directing that movie, The Passion of the Christ. My parents were so impacted by it, and so were the body of Christ. And he said, well, why were your parents? So she says, my parents are pastors. Then he said, wow, it must be really difficult for you to be a pastor's kid. She said, no, actually, I'm in the ministry myself today also. So she said, but thank you for making an impact in the body of Christ. You see, she took a stand for what was right and encouraged him. Nevertheless, Mel Gibson was in a movie called The Braveheart. He played a man by the name of William Wallace. Now, William Wallace, he tries to convince Robert the Bruce to join his army of makeshift soldiers and free Scotland from England. Bruce argues with William, tries to persuade him to calm down. Finally, in a rage, William storms out the castle, and he's got Bruce in pursuit, still trying to persuade him to compromise with his enemies and make peace with England. Then William Wallace stops abruptly on the castle steps and turns to Robert the Bruce. In his Scottish accent, William delivers the most powerful lines of the entire movie. Men don't follow titles. They follow courage. If you lead them, they will follow. Let's look at the clip.
Wait! I respect what you said, but remember that these men have lands and castles. It's much to risk.
And the common man that bleeds on the battlefield, does he risk less?
No. But from top to bottom, this country has got no sense of itself. Its nobles share allegiance with England. Its clans war with each other. Right. If you make enemies on both sides of the border, you'll end up dead.
We all end up dead. It's just a question of how and why.
I'm not a coward. I want what you want, but we need the nobles.
We need them.
Aye.
Nobles. Now tell me, what does that mean to be noble? Your title gives you claim to the throne of our country. But men don't follow titles. They follow courage. Now our people know you. Noble and common, they respect you. And if you would just lead them to freedom, they'd follow you. And so would I.
I understand this is just a line in a movie, but it's still true today. God is searching for a man and a woman, for an individual who have the courage to stand for him and with him. He's looking for men and women who will truly lead. Make the call, cry out for the kingdom. Someone will stand for the kingdom, be a voice in the kingdom. John Maxwell says, when leaders lack confidence, their followers lack commitment. Courage inspires people. It is a bridge between what is and what should be. Until we have something to die for, we will never live. Jesus put it this way. He said in Matthew 16:25, for whoever wishes to save his life will lose it. But whoever loses his life for my sake will find it. So family, everyone's life is terminal. We're all going to die. We just don't know when. But the question is, will we ever really live? I mean, really live? Will we live to make a difference? Will we live to stand up for God? Will we push past our fear? Will we take hold of our destiny? Yes, the dogs of doom, they will stand at the door of our destiny and they will bark at us, especially when we're about to cross over the threshold to God's given destiny for our lives. There's a Roman saying that goes like this: a coward dies 1,000 deaths, but a brave man dies only once.
Thank you for watching Dr. Bev's YouTube channel. We will continue to offer dynamic and uplifting highlights from Dr. Bev's messages. Please take the time to like and share the videos. And most importantly, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Keep watching the Dr. Beverly Wolmarans YouTube channel.